Originally known as El Sol, Sol Cerveza initially hit markets in the early 1890s. While one of the oldest beers in Mexico, it also went off the market for decades before production began again in 1993. How does this ray of light beer stand up against other classical Mexican brews? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. What up, guys? Yeah, today we have Sol Cerveza, and let's get right into it. I can't say I've ever had this one before, so figured I'd try it out. Well, I actually think this is a twist off. Yeah, but always have a bottle opener on hand. But yeah, I always get a little concerned with beers when they're out of the. I swear the dog gets thirsty whenever I open something up. I guess you can't blame her, but I always get concerned when it's just a clear glass. That's always kind of. I don't understand why people do this or why breweries do this. I mean, I guess okay, you see the color, but it's terrible for the beer. It's like the worst thing you could do is just letting it expose that kind of light. But all right, it looks flat already. But maybe it's the greatest beer of all time. I don't know. But anyways, let's get into the smell. Thirsty dog. But alright, it definitely has the almost, it smells cheap. The ingredient, I mean, it has that it's definitely your kind of run-of-the-mill lager smell. Almost a little sour. Little lemony. A lemon zest. I don't think it's gonna be actually taste lemon, but you got a little bit of that soury rind kind of in there. Maybe a little buttery too. And I don't know, it's nothing about the smell to me is like, ooh, this is gonna be great. But really, all the smell is like, watch out, man, this might not be the best beer you've had before. So, I think just because of that, I have to, I'm not gonna recommend it for the smell. It's just, and I know for a lot of, like, a beer like this, there's not a lot of difference from one to another, generally speaking, but I feel like it's one of those kinds of beers where if there's a little thing off, the whole thing can just nosedive real fast. So I'm not going to recommend it on the smell. Let's get into the taste. It has a very slight, nutty, buttery kind of flavor to it. Gotta be careful. I mean, careful. The flavor's gone like that. It doesn't linger. I gotta hold on. Really kind of odd. Almost a little metallic-y on the tip of my tongue, which, this is all glass, we probably shouldn't have that. Look at that, my mouth's bleeding, and if the beer's making my mouth bleed, that's probably not good either. There's a kind of like there is a bit of a sourness to it, almost like a sour mash kind of thing going on, and yeah, that just kind of like a slight metallic almost. I don't know how to put that. Just on the tip of my tongue. Almost like you had a little too much carbonation just kind of sitting on your tongue and it tickles it a little bit. But there's no carbonation going on here, so I don't know where that's coming from. Let's get another one of these. I mean, it's the flavor is not completely terrible. it's not like it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it's not great. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not gonna recommend it on the taste. I was really debating on giving it a half, but I was just wanting something to be like, dude, come on, give us a half. And it's just like, it's not putting in an effort. Like, okay, maybe you could have something there, but it's like, I don't care. So yeah, I can't do it on. I'm not gonna recommend it on taste. But all right, next is value for price. That is one thing I probably will recommend it for. I got a single one of these, and I believe it was $1.29 for a single. You're probably going to get the 6-pack for $6, maybe a little less. I can't say I actually looked for the 6-pack, but for $1.25 or $1.29 or whatever for a single, that ain't bad. And so I am going to recommend it for price. If you're looking for something cheap, there you go. Maybe if you did the little lime trick or whatever, it'd probably really substantially help. But for me, if you have to add the fruit to make the beer, maybe you should start off with a better beer. I know certain beers, you garnish it with, which is, I don't even really like my beer garnished either. But anyways, value for price, all right. Okay, let's go with distinction. How distinct is it from your other general Mexican beers? And to be perfectly honest, there's nothing that's really standing out and being like, hey, check it out. Nothing really is standing out, at least in a good way, against other Mexican beers. And so because of that, I'm not going to recommend it for that particular category. And next is drinkability. Can I drink multiple ones of these? And most likely, I believe I could. I mean, there is like a sour, I'm still getting that metallic thing. I could drink multiple ones of these. The flavor doesn't last a long time. There's no carbonation really screwing with your mouth or your stomach yet. So it would probably be a pretty easy beer, especially on a hot day, to just sit outside and go through these, especially if there's a lime or anything with it. That probably wouldn't be an issue. So yes, I'm going to recommend it for drinkability. I could drink multiple ones of these without a problem. So last category is, would I buy it again? And straight up, no, I will not be buying this again. There are plenty of other Mexican beers if I want something on a hot day or just something with a little more flavor, I could totally go for. This one, I'm not digging it. I don't know if the clear glass had something to do with it, if just exposed to light that does anything. I mean, I can't imagine it sitting on the beer store or the booze store shelf with the clear bottle for who knows how long is helping it at all. Light exposure is bad. And so it's possible that maybe it tastes better when it's first brewed, but I probably will never know unless they have it in cans somewhere. So, nope, not going to recommend it on that. But, yeah, that is my review of Sol Cerveza out of Mexico. If you've had this before, let me know. Put it in the comments. Maybe this is like your favorite beer of all time and you think I'm an idiot. Put that in the comments. Maybe not that I'm an idiot, but that's your favorite beer of all time. And if you want to check more out, please like and subscribe. We got a whole lot of other content going on. We have a podcast, Two Dudes in a Six-Pack. You can get that on iTunes or wherever else you go for your podcasts. And follow us on Twitter at Two Dudes Podcast. I like to, let everyone know when a new video drops or when the podcast's up, or maybe just a few random tweets here or there. And I should probably get going before the dogs look like they're getting a little restless. So that is the review for myself and Sol Cerveza. Take it easy.